Every marketing coach my client ever hired told her the exact same thing. You need 6 lead channels, 6 spokes, 6 platforms. You need to double your output, more volume, more things. And for 10 years, she ran that playbook. Last month, I told her, go and delete 5 of them. And if you're a CEO parent posting everywhere and feeling like you are growing nowhere, this video is about why deleting, not adding, might be the fastest way to growth for you. Decades of industry coaching tells you more. The more you can do, the more outreach you can make, the more leads that you get, the more growth that comes by you investing more time, being everywhere, being more visible, adding more. And when I was on the call with my client, her words were this: I almost feel like I got wired wrong in the beginning. Because she spent 10 years at taking everything that went against her wiring, a system that was built for somebody else, and blaming herself when it drained her because it wasn't built for her. And I said to her, people like to scale much faster sometimes through doing multiple things. Maybe their lifestyle or their constraints fit into that. But we have real reality constraints. We want a life to live. We have people we want to spend time with. And so if you focus in on one thing and master it, you're going to see growth compound. So what happened since for her? Her schedule has held for weeks straight. She said it hasn't deviated at all. And now she says she's pickier about her time, that she's not letting as much infiltrate. And the line that still gets me is, my future self is thanking me. My future self is thanking me. Do you want your future self to be thanking you? Then you need to look at what advice you're following. Because the 6 spokes advice, it wasn't dumb, but it was written for someone, for an operator with no constraints and different wiring than maybe you have. Different wiring than what she has. I'm Lauren, and I help CEO parents show up and make business and life easier by doing less with more and following what was written for them to lead a life that they actually have. So here in my ROAD method framework that I walk through all the time, it's called the ROAD method. It's remove, optimize, automate, and delegate. Remove comes first always, and it's on purpose. Because you can't optimize, you can't automate, you can't delegate something that shouldn't exist in the first place. You just end up wasting time and money and energy. And so when we are looking at our platforms, our channels, our tasks, our energy outputs, and we want to know what things should we actually delete, there's 3 different filters I want you to look at. The first is called your wiring filter. Recognizing what are the things that you keep procrastinating? What are the things that feel like they drain you or they take way longer than they should take in your life? Those likely are the things that go against your wiring. The channel is a delete candidate because it drains you, because you procrastinate it. It's not a discipline project, right? The second filter is called the constraint filter. Was this channel's playbook written for my life, for my reality, for what happens in my time? Alex Hormozi, he can launch 3 days straight, okay? He doesn't have bedtimes or after school activities. If the tasks that you are doing, if the marketing channel that you, or channels that you are showing up for have a volume that wears you out, that overwhelms you, that burns you out, that your constraints cannot maintain, then it is a candidate to delete. It's something to remove. It's something to stop operating in because it goes against who you are, what your reality is, and what your constraints look like today. It fails you on purpose. That is called your constraint filter. And then the third filter is called the fruit filter. Which channel has actually produced clients? What tasks or activities has produced clients in the past for you? For most relationship-based service businesses, it's 1, referrals, right? Rooms, showing up and speaking, podcasting, those kind of things, right? For relationship businesses, speaking is the marketing. Keep the one that is bearing fruit for you and master it. Master it. What does mastering look like? That looks like going in deep, becoming the expert, not having to show more volume, but actually understanding all of it, making sure nothing slips through the cracks, educating yourself to make sure that you're showing up in the right way, having the follow-up cadence and the touch points and the nurture that goes alongside of it doing all the things to master that one thing so that you're not investing your energy into things that aren't working, but instead you're investing your energy into the thing that is and you're compounding it. That is what the fruit filter looks like. What is actually bringing in results? How can we 10x it? How can we 100x it? How can we multiply it by becoming the expert in it, by showing up in the best, most fruitful way in it? Deleting 5 channels felt reckless to her, but it was the smartest, most strategic move that she had made in a decade. Because pruning, getting rid of things, is not losing effort you invested. It's actually reclaiming effort, reclaiming energy and time from the things that were stealing the one that actually works for you. Stealing from that. When you can multiply your time into the thing that's working and get rid of the white noise that's not, it helps you recognize what are the things that I keep and what are the things that will compound. It's no longer a marketing question, it's a wiring question. If you want to know whether your marketing strategy or your productivity is a real bottleneck in your life, or if maybe it's clarity, capacity, systems, or support, take my 5-minute diagnostic. Link is in the description below. It'll show you which zone your bottleneck actually lives in and why your fix won't look like anyone else's. Find that link in the description below, but I want to challenge you today. Go all in on the things that are actually working. Let go of the rest. What is it in your business? What is it in your marketing? What is it in your strategy or your growth plan that you can let go of, that you can remove so that you can take that time that you've invested into that, take that money that you've invested into that, take that energy that you've invested into that and put it into the thing that's working. Give yourself 30, 60, 90 days to master it. Become the expert, get better, study, show up in a more perfected way, right? A more proven way or system. Create processes or automations alongside of it so that it is multiplying your time and your efforts, and see the results that you will get in a much easier way. We're all about working less hard, and having more ease to our life and our business around here. When you are able to hone in on what is written for your wiring, your constraints, and your reality, you find that everything gets so much easier. Go out, get rid of some things, and start honing in to multiply the things that are actually working for you. See you next week.